they create issues really in all three phases that we're going to need to be prepared for. But it's a challenge we're looking forward to, So, like I said after the game, these are exciting times, to be able to play in these type of games. So we're looking forward to it.
So I just had a quick question about the last game that didn't get a chance to ask yesterday. At the very end of the game, you scored the touchdown with 3 minutes to go, up 12. Why?
Yeah, I ordinarily would have. I just chose not to. But yeah, normally I'd go for 2. Is that what you're asking? Yeah, I would normally. Yes. No. So you won't have to worry about it moving forward. Ordinarily, yes.
Having competed in the same division with Kevin O'Connell for the last 3 years, what do you respect about him and the battles that you guys have had?
Yeah, listen, he's an excellent coach. I mean, you look at what he's done now going on 3 years. Their offensive scheme is they do a great job, man. Very creative, and they understand how to find weaknesses and pick at them, get the most out of their players, put their players in position to have success. And I think sometimes it's when you have like a player like Jefferson, it's you got Jefferson, but it's not always that easy because everybody's trying to. You're trying to double him. You're trying to do your best to take him away. And for them, he's your best player. So you still have to find ways to get him involved and get him in the game so that he helps you. And they do a really good job of that. They move him around. Jefferson's smart as well as everything else. He can handle all that. And so that's just, a couple things they do. I like what they do in the run game as well. And then he's just... you can't argue with the production of this team. What they've done. Had some tough games last year. They had some injuries and they were able to battle through it and finished with a positive note just for the season itself. And to get through that and come back battling this year and he's made the most out of that personnel. Man, they got really good personnel and they're playing at a high level.
This week where you can just kind of appreciate the magnitude of this game and how rare it is, 14-win teams, how pivotal the winner and loser situation will be?
I don't know. It's like I said, we're all excited. This is exciting, but it's not like it's the playoffs, and so. So yeah, it's for where we're at. It's the next one, and it is exciting. But it's, we all know it's still going to come down to the prep, and we got to put the work in. It's going to start today. We'll be out there in a walkthrough, and then man, you put your best foot forward, and you give your guys all you can, and you cut them loose and let them go make plays, and see where you stack up. So that's the exciting part.
Teams are going to have another game, right? It's not like this is it. It's a big deal. But
yeah.
Is that part of it?
Yeah, well, I just think it is what it is. It's I don't know. I don't know how to answer it, really. It's big. It's great, but it's like, it is what it is.
It seemed like from year to year, we watched you. First year, you set goals. At what point did the number one seed become like a realistic goal for you guys? Like, hey, we're going to chase after that. We heard you guys talking about it all year, but at what point did you set that goal? And what would that really mean for you getting the number one seed?
Well, I think that was really, that was the end of last year. You come out of that game and feel like, it gives you the best odds to get to where the ultimate is, which is, as we all know, what the prize is, and that's the Super Bowl. Well, you try to set yourself up the best you can, and that's why you put those goals out there. So, it's been there for a while. So certainly this is something we want to do, and we've had in our minds, and division and one seed and all that, and it's right here in our hands.
Any chance Adam Lowe's back this week, Coach?
Say it again.
Any chance Adam Lowe's back this week or any of those?
He'll be out there running around today, so we'll see how he does. It's really going to be how he tomorrow's going to be, I think, a really big day for us to see where he's at.
So what is it about his personality, his work ethic, whatever it is, that's allowed him to make the leaps that he's made recently, and where have you seen his biggest strides?
Well, I would say he's a student of the game, and he's a student of the game. He's a student of what we're doing offensively. He's a student of defenses, so he puts in the legwork. And then he constantly, I think with anybody, he wants to learn the next thing, right? He absorbs everything. And I think he's always looking for the next, if I see something, what can I use and put it into my game? Or is this something we can use? And, where can he grow as a quarterback? I think he's always thinking that way. Like, can I be better with my eyes? Do I need to progress faster here? Can I see things that tick quicker? So I just think it's time on task. It's his ability to process. And I think it's just that, he just wants to continue to learn and grow. And I think that's most successful people, well, no matter what you do, they're always trying to learn and grow. And he's obviously got the skill set to be able to do what he does and play at a high level. He's an accurate passer, big arm, and so he just keeps going, man. He just continues to get better.
What that mindset is of your defense right now, giving up more points than they would probably like, but still making critical plays when needed.
Yeah, it's to reload and go back to work and execute this plan that we have for these guys, and find a way to get some takeaways and make plays. I mean, it's really that simple, And we came up with 2 critical takeaways in that game that were big for us. So, as with anything, are there things we want to clean up? Yeah, but AG's got a good plan. Guys will be ready for this. We know the challenge. I mean, we just talked about it. I mean, quarterback's playing at a high level, and you got Jefferson over there. Addison's playing well. Naylor's making some plays. Hawkinson, now that he's back, is making some plays. It's a solid offensive line, smart crew. They do a good job up front, play hard. And you got Jones in the backfield who he can run it. He's also good out of the backfield as a receiver. So, I mean, we know we got our hands full, but there again is something we look forward to. These are the type of challenges you want. This is what you do it for.
You guys kind of talked all season about just your road mentality and your comfort there. Obviously, you guys went undefeated. That's a rare accomplishment. How freeing does that make your prep for this matchup, knowing, like you said, it's not the playoffs, win or loss, you're still in it, but to know that if you have to go on the road, it's not a deterrent.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, look, we're very comfortable on the road, and I've said it before, I think that comes with your preparation, time on task, guys doing it for a long period of time, the way we train, guys, they just handle those things well. So yeah, hey, we'll do what we got to do. Now our mindset is wholly on this game right now, and it's, you don't see it another way. I don't see it another way. It's about this next game, and it's about finding a way to win. No different than what we just did. We had to find a way to win that game, San Francisco, against a team that really, they gave us what they had, and they played hard. We had to do it in Chicago the week before. So it's the next one in front of us, and we got to find a way to win this game, period. And really don't care what it looks like. We just got to win.
The last month and a half, the margin for error was so thin in the NFC. How did the last few games and the last probably 6 weeks that you've experienced prepared you for this final one?
Well, I mean, I think I mentioned this, and maybe it was why my response was the way it was earlier, was that, I mentioned this, what was it, after Buffalo? I don't know. But I feel like we've somewhat been in the playoffs for a while now. I mean, we've been in it for 3 games now or something. So, I mean, that's kind of what this last stretch has been. Just the type of, the way we're going to have to play. And it's more about finding a way to win. And that's really the objective here, is do what we got to do, put our guys in position to make plays and find a way to win no matter what it looks like. And we've been in that mode for for a few weeks now, and same thing this week.
Is that extra taxing to have to do it for that long, rather than just 2 or 3 games in the playoffs to get to where you want to go to have to do it for a month and a half?
No, I mean, I think you do what you got to do, and we're going to do what we have to do to give us the best chance to win.
Not a playoff game, obviously, but the atmosphere in Ford Field is expected to be like a playoff game. Just how much of an advantage can that be for you guys? Obviously, the LA and Tampa games were crazy last year. Just how much you looking forward to this one meaning so much, being at home, and the advantage that gives you?
Yeah, we always look forward to that. I mean, our fans are. I mean, we got the best fans in the league, and so it's the whole reason you talk about the 1 seed, because you feel like you got an advantage when you play at home, and not everybody can say that. We can, because we do. We are, the way our fans and our stadium are set up. It's a special environment. So, I look forward to it. We're looking forward to it.